Okay, there we go. That, leave that to fix. Okay, now just see if there's any questions posted.
Yep, there's a lot
Barbara,
posted.
you have. You've written a you've written an epistle.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, cool. We can get on with that. Okay, so everyone else, so we've got questions posted on the dashboard. There's a button there, post a question. It's generally where we go to first. So that's where we hit the questions. And then we see how much time we have, and we can take random questions and whatever. So, um, I think everyone is familiar with how we do it, but questions can be seemingly very basic or advanced, whichever way, whatever it is that you're messing around with Obvio. Uh, that's what we're here for. So, um, okay. So, Barbara, shout out to Justin for answering my posted question on late Saturday evening. Really got me past a sticky spot that would have held me up. Thank you, Justin. Several questions that might be a bit long. It's all right. Happy to come off during here. That's fine. Okay. For the welcome area, is there a way to make their name populate? All right, let's tackle that one first. Where are we talking about?
So in the little welcome banner, I'd like it to say like, welcome Candace. And
Oh
then
yeah,
maybe have a message or maybe just say welcome Candace. Right now there's a message, but that's because I can't get the name to work. Um,
totally.
and I would,
Yep,
I mean, I didn't really try that hard because I was like, I just don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. So
that's
I
fine.
waited.
No problems at all.
Do you want me to send my
Do
link to my page or do you have it or?
yeah, let me see. I thought, did you post a link?
No, I didn't.
Okay, no, that's
I was
okay. Let
asking.
me hear. What's the name of the event?
5 days, 5 foundations.
Okay, got it. Cool, cool.
Trying to keep myself calm right now and not just ramble on because I'm so freaking excited about all this. I'm like, I'm
It's
doing
good.
it. It's very exciting.
It's so good. All right,
Mhm.
let me show you. I'll share this here, and then we can work all this out. Looking good. 5 days. No wonder you're excited.
Well, this is just a mini workshop. This is not my 3 day event. That's coming up
Okay.
in 2.5 weeks. But yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
That's
where
a good
that
thing.
welcome is, I would like to have their name go in some way, as
Like welcome
opposed to
there. Welcome
like,
first name.
welcome, Candace,
Yeah.
her first name for where they
Uh-huh.
what I got from the attendee list.
Uh-huh. So we've got a few. Make sure we get that right.
Oh, well, that was easy enough.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, depends on what you want to have there. Let me make
I'm
sure.
gonna change the message. Since we're
Oops.
putting the name in, I'll change the message. I just had that
Yeah,
message
sure.
there because
Okay.
I didn't know.
No worries. I accidentally bumped something then. Let me check that. So the tricky thing is that oh man, I keep bumping that. Um what we can what the easiest way is now for testing things like that is to have a test attendee.
There's
Um
several in there. I put because
there's
I've been
one right.
testing other stuff, so yeah, you can use that.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, this will work. So
Oh, it
there you go.
worked.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll change the message when we're done then.
Yeah,
That's
you
cool.
can mix all that around.
Yep.
Okay, so so that's that one. Um, and then two, how can I move the sidebar higher and more to the left? Hmm. Let's have a look at that. What's it doing?
Well, so you can't even see it. Like you have to scroll down and so several people have not seen it. The people that I did the testing with, they're like, what resources are you talking about? I don't see anything. Like you can't even see the message to scroll down. There's just so much white space on the top. And because I don't have a blog, which actually I'm
Uh-huh.
considering putting one in, just doing like an intro of myself because I don't want
Yes.
to waste time in these little 30-minute workshops to actually introduce myself. So, but there's just a
Yeah.
lot of white space.
Yeah. There's a couple of things that contribute to that. Um, the longer like I think you're gonna change this
Yep.
anyway.
Yep.
That's gonna help a little bit. There's a little bit we can do. Oops, where are we?
I'm right here, but my oven is beeping. I'm just gonna quick take out what I was baking and I'll be right back in 10 seconds.
Nice. No worries. Um, what did I do there? That was weird. Oh, there we go. All right.
Okay.
Hello, Blue.
Hello.
Welcome. Um, yeah, I mean this one's gonna make the most
You
the
can just
well
take that
this
sentence out for right now. Just leave the welcome first name and take the rest of it out because it's going to change anyway.
mm-hmm.
And yeah,
That helps. But there is that
yeah.
white space. Um, I just want to look at
And
here.
there's a lot of it right below this, like the click to join mini
Yeah.
workshop, blah, 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 all that stuff too.
Yeah. Um, what's doing there? Better. Hmm. Ah, I keep doing that. Why does that button go to the org page? It shouldn't.
It did for me too. There's actually a couple little bitchy things that are happening that I shared, but we'll go over those later.
Is that Blue? Have you seen that? Why is that? Why is the header going?
The header's clickable. That's it. So because it's clickable, it's actually trying to get to, it doesn't have the domain. It just has the slash as a link. So that's why it's going to the root.
What has the link?
We've fixed that with buttons, but we haven't fixed it everywhere. Right? So like
But why does the logo have a link?
I think the logo has a link so that when you're on one of the other pages, if you click on it, it takes you
It
back to the home.
takes you back home. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I thought we tidied up this space as well, this white space around the countdown.
It looks different when you're logged in as an attendee than when you're,
Yeah, not that different.
well,
And
different enough that
here,
the
here,
stuff at the
here.
bottom where it says scroll down that she would normally see would be there. The reason that she doesn't, I don't think that scroll down for text, I think that's in the hero section that she's put. But if you, that looks like hero to me.
Yeah,
If you go to the editor and where is it? Up at the
yeah,
top.
it is Hera.
Yep. So where's the color, the text color of the scroll down? Is it edit main nav? Try that. It may be in
Yeah,
that.
right. Uh, yeah,
Right there. Arrow
there's
color.
arrow
That's it.
color.
So change that to black or whatever, just
Yeah,
as a starting point. And then
yeah,
scroll down for more will actually be
that at
visible on
least.
the page load. And
That
it's
at least will
clickable
be
too,
clearer.
so
Yeah,
it actually scrolls you down.
yeah, that will help. um, because it'll be above that scroll down. You'll see that.
Hmm.
There you go. See that tends to sit right where you want it.
And it does. Like if you resize it, if you resize the window, it keeps that visible
Yeah.
because that's part of the above the fold preload.
Hmm. So that helps a bit, Barbara, with that one. Makes it a bit clearer. And yeah, a blog post would be really good, right? Like a welcome message. Um, something there will just fill that out, and it's a nice thing to have. So, um, in fact, have you got like a sales page for this? Um, yes. Do you want to give me a link to that? Um, and then we can just drop something in there. Okay. Oh, you can't unmute. There you go.
Okay. It is not connected to anything yet, so I haven't connected it to GHL and haven't connected it to Obvio. So I don't know. I mean, I'm publishing it right now just to kind of have a published version of it. Is that coming from me? I'm sorry if that is.
It's not. It's Blue messing around. Um,
Okay.
um,
So it's
Blue.
publishing right now, so I don't have the active link, but what I do have is the link that is like my background where I've been doing
Yeah,
all
no,
the work. I don't know if you want that.
I was interested in just the details about this event. Um, but it might actually be, yeah, actually this might be all I need. Maybe. Um, yeah, like how people are signing up for this
Mhm.
little one. Um, because we can use some of that content in a blog post.
Well, so this is okay. Actually, I do have this one. What am I talking about? This is my 5-day event. I do have this one. Sorry.
Mhm.
Here, hold on, and I can give it to you. There we go.
I just wanted to give you a little head start on this.
Hey, I have a thread that
Yeah,
could
so
I
give
do
put
you.
I.
my
It's,
I said I just put my link in there and it disappeared.
uh,
I think you must have whatever that setting is on. Yeah,
Oh,
it
look,
that's
keeps
my bad.
disappearing.
Sorry. I'm really messing things up. Here, let me turn that off. There you go. Post it again.
so good that Blue could come along today and mess up the meeting.
That was awesome.
Uh, uh, um, all right, this might not be right, but yes, I stole this from you, Blue.
Oh, cool.
Update this. Um, so I think this might be your 5-day versus the.
Yeah, that's what we're working in is the 5-day 5 foundations.
Okay,
And that's the one I just sent to you.
gotcha. Okay, well, you'll see here. Um, this is kind of cool because I just put your site into ChatGPT with a um. Let me do with a some copy that Blue had on another event. which is just some good sort of generic stuff. Here you go. So, um, it's just a good place to start, right? Like I'll show you what that looks like there. And
Why?
you'll see, um, so see, see how it's kind of changed out the stuff. You could just change this, but it's kind of cool because it's got some good stuff around, how to prepare this sort of stuff, so it's a great
Okay.
place to start. And obviously delete it or whatever, but change it as much as you like. But the point was that it just shows what it looks
Yeah.
like. I'm all thumbs on my keyboard today. There you go. Just shows what it looks at, and then of course you could bold those headers, or you can do a bit. You could put some pictures in there if you wanted to, but now it just starts to fill out
Mhm.
and
Would I still be
takes
able
up
to put a video in there then of me introducing myself?
hundred
Because like I
percent,
said, these are only 30 minutes. Okay.
100%.
Like,
Yeah, you
okay.
can do that in two ways in a blog post. You could add another blog post. That's interesting. Um, so you could add another blog post and put it above the welcome, or below it, wherever you wanted to. Um, or of course you can do it in line as well, right? So like if you wanted to put a video in here, then
Oh,
you
okay.
can, right? Then you can insert
Yep.
media. You could put a link to that video, and if it's YouTube, Vimeo, those sorts of ones, Wistia, it'll bring that in um, automatically, and so then
So what if
it'll
it's just
it'll resize.
what if it's just I go into a Zoom by myself and I record myself and that's my thing, or I do it on my phone,
Yeah.
or is that not something I can do?
No, it just needs to be hosted somewhere. So in that instance, particularly something like that, I'd put it on a YouTube channel, make it unlisted. It's an unlisted video on YouTube, and then just drop it in there. Um, but if you are hosting videos elsewhere, like Vimeo is really good for that. You can get a reasonably cheap plan, and now it won't have any ads on it, and it's a bit more secure. So that's one way of doing it. There's a couple of different ways. But that's a good start for that. Let's check three. On the form I made, I asked only for first name, but if I go into a contact to make any adjustments or preview, it makes me add a last name. Yeah,
I
okay.
should I should explain that better. So when I originally did this in Go High Level, I did not realize that I put first name twice in
Okay.
the contact thing, and so they were showing up as two first names, and so I went in to take out the first name, but some of them I don't even know who these people are, so I don't have their last name, but it was making
Right.
me put in the last name.
Yeah,
Um,
it will.
but I was
Yeah.
trying to get past. I mean, I fixed it now and Go High Level, so it really shouldn't be a problem, but
Okay.
I just didn't know if that's something I can
Just
get around.
just put a like a little emoji in there, like put a little star or put a
I think you can
LN
put a
LN
space
for
even,
last name.
actually.
You can't put a space. I don't think you can put a space. Can you? I don't think you can.
Okay.
Try it,
Okay.
but
I think I I have had a space in there before, but I'm not sure where. Like I did it recently, but I'm not sure if it was done in the attendee part of Obvio because that may clear the white space. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, if you're syncing eventually, if you're syncing with Go High Level and there isn't a last name, it'll put attendee in there. So it'll be Barbara attendee when they appear in Zoom.
Okay.
So it's just that Zoom actually requires it. It requires a last name. It needs the two fields, and so that's why. But it is nice to have the last names. So yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, there's always a way around it. You can, yeah, as you say, put a little star or something if they don't have the
Mhm.
last name.
Okay.
Uh, cool. Too much white space. So I think we kind of covered that. Welcome to white space. Yep. And the
Kind of.
scroll down. Yep. So an easy way to move my car's dashboard to the 50/50 dashboard. There's an easy way, but it may not work very well. So you can change templates. Um, and the content it'll do as best it can to sort of move things over, but generally the settings are quite different, and even the placeholders for text is different, and so um, it's yeah, it won't it'll still take quite a bit of time to finesse it and make it nice. But is it
Okay.
was it is it because you were thinking of um, the white space issue and people not going down? Does the scroll
That was,
down sort of help with that now a little bit?
it does. It does a
Yep.
little bit.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I said, I did decide to do just a video of myself, but I'm just trying to think for my 3-day event because I did start one for my 3-day and I
Hmm.
don't think I like this one. So I wanted to try the 50/50 just because I thought maybe it might work better. But I don't have that much in the original one I have right now anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I just thought, well, if it's easy, then I'll just do it that way, but it's no
And
big
that's
deal.
the thing, like things like the blog um, content and things like that actually does transfer across pretty well. And um, so you could just change the theme and then know that some things you might lose a welcome message or as an example, right? Like depending on where you go to. So because the new theme may not have that same sort of spot for some of the text. So
Okay.
classic is really good when you do end up having quite a few different buttons that you want to add and things like that. It's quite flexible in that way. But yeah, if you don't, then 50/50 can be quite good for that. 50/50 is also good if you've got a good hero sort of image that like it's like the branding is really clear and you sort of want to show that that's there, and then you've got some buttons and things. So it just depends on kind of layout and stuff. But the good thing with this at the moment is it's super clear when it starts and how to get into Zoom, right? Like
Yeah.
and that's the most important, because once you've got them at the event, then you can explain, okay, go back to the dashboard and just scroll down, you'll see all the resources and like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's always pros and cons, right?
Yep.
Um, cool. Um, so some font issues and things that you were having?
There were some weird things happening, yeah. So
Okay.
it's holding right now, but when I took out the background for the global styles. Um this is the third, I had to do it 3 times. I mean, I would go into it, I'd work, it'd be fine, and I would go out and come back the next day and it would be back in. And I know I was saving because that was like, did I forget to save? So I went and did it again and I literally like I am saving. Um but I think this was 3 times that I had to do it. And today I haven't had a problem. It hasn't come back on. So that's a good thing. So that was one of the challenges I had. The other one was like if you go to
Mm.
the sidebar and I changed the spacing on the like where it says edit sidebar, I
Mm-hmm.
had edited it so there was no space at the top. And almost every time I go back in, it'll say there's like a 40 whatever spacing at the top, or 14, I don't know what it is, some kind of number of spacing. I think it's 40. So like if you go in and hit that edit sidebar right now and you do the styling, see the top padding? Yeah, 48. I move it to 0 every time I'm in there and I save it. And then I go back in the next time and do work, and it's back to the 48. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I just wanted you guys to know that that was what was
Oh, it
happening.
is. That's an
Um,
annoying thing. Yeah, it's a bug. It shouldn't be like that. So, um,
yeah. So, um, and yeah, I mean, I restarted my computer because I thought, well, maybe
we'll
it's,
keep.
I just, my computer needs to rest for a
Uh,
minute because I've been doing this. I don't know, but yeah, it just goes back.
had you seen that, Blue? Hmm.
Okay.
Try setting
I
it
was,
to
I wonder
one.
if it's. I was. I was just about to do that. Thinking the same
Or
thing.
four.
Oh,
or it's fine. It's
four.
fine.
Four's fine. Um.
But it's
Yeah,
usually when I
it,
go out and then I come back in and do
it
like a
might be
change, or
a
even if I just even go and look at it, I
yeah.
notice, oh, it's gone back.
It could be a zero thing. We'll see.
Again, not a huge deal.
No. But it's yeah. So it could be
You
a
can
zero
click in
little
the
bug.
you can click in the text box and type one as well.
Yeah.
Either way,
I'm gonna
it's
test
more
this.
so I just wanted to let you know that that's what was happening,
Yeah.
because
Thank
it's
you.
really not that big
Yeah.
of a deal. And then the other thing that was happening, which I think I figured out, um, was when I was going to edit the hero. Yeah, see there, it's back.
Hmm.
Must be a zero thing because you put it to zero that time, right?
Oh, that didn't work. Can't press enter on that. I can press enter on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just set it to one, which will probably work for your for your case, but it is something that we
Okay,
need to fix.
cool.
Um,
The other one was when I went to the hero and I edited the hero, which I'm pretty sure I figured this out, but just FYI, like if you go to not edit hero, but the edit the words that are below, yeah, the words on there that pop up
yes.
right there. I
Yeah.
tried to change the font size in there. It doesn't let you, which I learned that. And I was like, well, how do I do it? And I found out today that, oh, you got to go to styling and then you can change the font size. So yeah, I figured that out. But I was
Yeah.
just
That's
like, yeah, if I wanted to go in there and I highlighted something, it won't hold. Um, yeah, but again, I figured it out, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you wanted to highlight, like if you wanted to have certain words bigger than other words, that capability is not there. Well, at
cannot.
least it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
That was another one.
It,
I think those were
what
the
does she
top
have?
three. Hmm?
He, he had a thought.
What's the styling set to?
For
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I made it bigger today just because I
I think
finally
it
figured
just
it out. But
overrides it.
mhm.
Okay.
But
Thank
anyway,
you. You're
um,
finding a couple of little bugs for us. It's good. Well, it's not good that they're there, but it's good that we're finding them and
I,
fixing them.
I think those are the only three that I really came across so
Only
far.
three. Excellent.
Well, I mean, and none of them are a huge deal. They're not like, epic, whatever.
Y-
But anyway,
Yes.
um, yeah. So I think I have
Um,
more questions, but I don't have, the other ones that I came up with in the second post that I did, they were ones I just typed up, so they're not actually on my paper over here that I'm looking at. Um, so we'll have to read through
uh,
those.
okay. Yeah.
I don't know if we're
Um,
done with the first one yet or not, but I think that was the bottom of the first submission I did
I
was.
think so, yes. Settings, background, delete three times, spacing at the top of the sidebar. Yep. Okay. Well, we're on a roll, Barbara. So, um, oh, so the second one, how was this? Oh, you posted it yesterday. Is that right?
The first one I posted yesterday. No, the first one I posted this morning, and the second one
Okay.
I just posted like 30 minutes, well, 30 minutes before the meeting
Yeah,
started.
right. So change the spacing on the sidebar, right? So that we did that one.
Nope, actually, I'm talking about the agenda. So like if you look at the agenda, it seems really
Okay.
crunched together, and I didn't know if there was a way to put more space between those or if I should just do bigger fonts and that's what I do.
Um,
Oh, okay. I
mm,
didn't see that. That maybe that'll work.
yeah, so there is that. Let
Well,
me
that's
just
probably
put
all I
in
need. I don't know why I
some.
didn't see that.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, 100%, that's fine. Okay. So
Did
you
you
go into
see a
each one
difference there?
separately and I go, oh yeah, that's
No.
what I see.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But did
Oh,
that just change? Need to make that bigger. I think that's on the top. It's not the individual ones. Let me
oh,
just double check that. Yeah, that's top and
yeah,
bottom
okay.
here. Um, which I don't think you want. And then, yeah, we don't.
And what is the AC? Oh, that's your time. I was like, what is
Yeah, yeah,
ACDT
that's right.
time? I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's my time zone. Yeah. Um, yes, we don't have a. Are you finding that sort of crunching a bit, do you think? Or
It is, but I can also just make the font bigger. It just seems really, I don't know,
mm-hmm.
tight together.
Mm-hmm.
But because I can't change color or anything, like I can't make the second line
Mm,
a different color or something like that, to kind of have it stand out. I was
yeah.
like, oh, the date changed, but it didn't. It's your time zone. So Hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Um,
Yeah, there's nothing to do in here other than that's it.
mm-hmm.
Actually, I can't even change the font. That's right. That was part of the problem is
Mm,
I couldn't change the
mm-hmm.
font.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a bit limited, that one. I'm gonna make a note about that because that does seem.
I mean, could I do it where like the day two has nothing in it, and then where it says day three, I make that day two, so I have a bigger space between them? Like if
Um,
I just took out the,
that
oh no, that won't work. Wait,
yeah,
where
you
does it
can.
even say day two?
That's in that section, the text. So yeah, in there.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So if I took out all that information and just left it all blank, but left it there, would it just be an empty space? And then I could go down to the next one? So, I mean, there'd be really
No,
big spaces then, but
no, I don't think you can add a no date. I think you end up with a
okay,
date. Yeah,
got
see.
it. Okay,
Um, yeah, you still
yeah,
have a date.
okay,
Sorry about that one. Yeah, that's a
okay.
more limited
Well, it's
than I
again something to look
realized
at
it
when I
was.
look at the other templates for my 3-day event. So it's kind of,
Yeah, you
although
can
I don't think
see
I'll do
that's
like
right.
an agenda like that. I'll think I'll have the 3 days separate, so it'll be different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, you go ahead because I don't have the questions written down. That's right.
Yep. Da-da-da, three. I figured out what was going on with the font in the hero. That's that what
Yeah,
we talked about. Yep.
yep.
How can I make my row two rectangle smaller, shorter? Row two. Oh, as in these ones, the buttons.
Yes. So they're just not, so they don't take up as much space, so they'll be just a little
I
bit
see,
like
because it was more
fuller.
about that. Yeah. So, um, it's it's an auto size. Um, that it's automatically sized so that they're the same.
Oh,
Um, and so, I mean, you can change. Um, it's kind of
if I
really,
can't, it's no big deal. I just noticed on your Obvio board that they were all
yeah,
much smaller, but, and now I know why,
because
because
there's
they're
more
all
buttons.
the same.
Yeah. Once you have more buttons, then it starts to make them a bit smaller and things.
Okay,
Um, so like that, I I think that probably the size you had those is good. Um,
it's fine. I mean, it is fine. I
yeah,
was, again, I
yeah,
was trying to make it so they could see the resources below any way I
right.
could think of, and,
Yeah,
but we
and
figured that out now, so not as important.
it's kind of the reality with this theme is that if you really wanted a bunch to be shown, then like 50-50 would work well. Um, cards, to a degree works well for that too. But it's yeah, this classic works well when you have quite a lot of content, and that people are somewhat expecting, that there's a bit on there. But I think I think this will help a lot
Yeah,
for
yeah,
people, and and so and then you've got some good flexibility with with the blog post and where the
what will it
video
look?
goes.
Okay, sounds good.
Hmm.
Um, what will it look like if I just take out that whole hero thing and just go right to the next area? Like, will it just be a huge white space? Like, you can just delete it because I already know what I have in there. So,
No, it'll the white space goes,
okay.
right?
Hmm.
And so it would still have that. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So that's
Oops.
see if it
Oh,
see
okay.
if it shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes more, I actually like that better.
Okay.
I may put a picture in there or something, but I don't know. This is just, again, this is just my, let's test this out before the 3-day event and I have
It's
an
so
event
good.
next week, so let's do it. So that's all
It's
it
so
is.
good, Barbara. That's how it's not just how you learn how to do it in Ovio, it's also refining exactly what you want. It's like,
Hmm.
okay, this is how I want it to feel. Um, yeah, and so it's perfect. Um,
Cool.
and then how do I ask a question? Have questions
Oh,
come to
yeah.
me. I do it with form. Yeah. So you can have a think about when we think about doing a form on the dashboard. There's sort of pros and cons and a trade-off a little bit, right? Because it's a little bit more difficult in some ways for the attendees to do it, um, because they have to go back to the dashboard. But then there's the advantage that they can do that at any time. And I guess particularly with this challenge where it's only a short time that you're actually live,
Right.
then asking a question, could work really well.
Hmm.
And then the advantage of it is that it ties it totally back um, into the Obvio. I'll do here is show you just how well. I guess I can just build it for you. um, I was going to show you what it was, but yeah. So here we just do a new form. Um, all of this can be changed if you want to say whatever it is, but um, and so often we want to say allow multiple submissions because you want one person to be able to ask multiple questions. Um, and then all of that is generally okay. And then we're just getting to the question part. And really, it can be, um, what's your question? It can be a long answer text, so it's a bigger box. There's no limit. Yeah, and the question's required, right? And so now that's it. What is your question? So now we have a form that's done, a form called questions.
You have to
And
save
when we
that
go,
first before, or
I can,
maybe you already
yes.
did. Maybe I didn't see that. Okay.
Thank you. And then we can go back here. And where would you want to put it up in here to ask a question?
Yeah, because the downloadable resources isn't going to need to be there anymore because I already have that down below. So it'll take that
Gotcha.
little third spot over there.
Uh-huh. Um, mm,
Yeah, I know how to make them.
yeah, you
Okay,
can play
perfect.
around.
Yeah,
You can play around with that, right? And
a
so then
form.
we can have that go to a form, and then we're choosing what the form is, questions, okay, and that's that. Um, and of course, you can match that the color and thing as well, and you might want to put it on the other row. But we go here,
Yeah.
ask a question, and there it goes, right? So now
Awesome.
it just pops up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then when it comes to the day, this is what you want to do. So I'm now on our event, the one we're in right now, and we
Mm-hmm.
have new Obvio questions. And so rather than just clicking on it to edit it, you can go to moderation. You go to moderation, and now we can see all the questions. And this is where you can move them around and sort them. It's actually really handy for if you do have team, but even by yourself, if you had someone else doing this, it's really cool because what you can do is is create, when we look at these three categories of questions, you can go here and have a click
Cool.
a stage view,
Mhm.
and you could open this on an iPad or just on another screen, another window in front of you, and see how I've got nothing in there at the moment, so you can't see anything. And this is where it's awesome when you have a team member, because they can be like, okay, this question from Irina is awesome. Let's put that there, and it'll auto update, and bang, it shows on
Mhm.
that screen. And now, okay, we've got a question from Irina, and away we go. Right. So,
So go
yes,
ahead.
no, you go.
So,
We,
I still need to come, there's no email that's coming to me, there's no pop-up that's coming to me. I literally have to go to forms and
yes.
moderation to actually see the actual
Yeah.
questions. Okay.
Yeah. So, and it depends on how you want to run it, right? Because the thing is that you can always just download submissions. That's going to be an Excel doc that has, their details, first name, last name, email. Actually, I think it has all the tags and groups as well, and then it has their question. And so you may you may decide you're just going to only take ones that have been pre-submitted, and okay, we've got three questions that came in overnight, and bang bang bang, away you go,
Okay.
right? Or you're going to do it a bit more dynamic in the way that we're doing it, and that with that moderation.
Mhm.
Um, but that, I mean, I was about to say that's a little tricky without someone else doing it, but it's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm just looking at that page, I'm reading through it, and I click on, I'll show you like the checkbox. So this one is that first one of yours that we went through.
Mhm.
So I tick on that, and sometimes I'm just really just working from the incoming on this one, but um, it is really cool when you do have someone. And are you going to have, is there sort of an assistant or anything on this
No.
first one, or not really? No, okay. Um,
I'm only in there for 30 minutes, so I'm not gonna
Fair
even be
enough.
looking at this stuff for 30 minutes. I'm just gonna like do what I gotta do and then I'll check it afterwards and I'll get back to people or
Sure.
I'll address it. Cause
I see.
I can't even really address the questions in a 30-minute thing. I really just am trying to, anyway, I don't need to get in all the details, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna have one.
No, fair enough. Um, yeah. Well, and look, I guess one of one of the things that um one of the things I would just challenge you with is the idea that people have come live, they're with you there at the time, and there's some interaction that goes on as we can
Oh,
see each other and that sort of stuff. The
for sure.
question side of it actually can actually be a great way to engage with people, and it can be post event. You know
Right.
what I mean? So we've finished for today. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm going to hang around for a few minutes and just answer a couple of questions. And if you've got anything, then let's do that. It's just a
Oh, for sure.
really nice way, and it's a bonus, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, you take that for what it's worth.
Oh, no, that's for sure gonna happen. We get, there's like, even though it's only 30 minutes, there's a ton of interaction that's happening. There's questions they'll have to answer. I'm gonna put a poll in there that we're gonna like, yeah, there's plenty going on and,
Nice.
um, I just want to put away so people can ask a question. Cause I mean, we're talking about women in menopause and some of them aren't really comfortable talking about it yet, or they might be
Yep.
having some symptoms that nobody's talked about and they're really embarrassed. And so I just want to have another way that they can submit that.
Yep.
But no, yeah, I 100%
Love
agree
that.
that I want the interaction and I will stay later. That's why I only made it 30 minutes because I was like, well, then I can stay later and answer some questions if they want. And then they can choose to stay later than 30 minutes if they want to. So,
Sure.
mhm.
So there's another feature too in that the the Q&A that's built into Zoom um, could work well in your use case because you can set it to allow anonymous questions.
Mhm.
Um, and so that could work well too. And so now it's just in Zoom. If you want to ask a question, you can check that it's anonymous, and that can come through. Of course, doing it through the form as well, only you know who it is, and you could be answering questions without
Yeah.
naming who they are, that sort of stuff. I don't
Yeah. I think the
tell
anonymous one
you
is
how to
good. I
suck
think,
eggs.
no, I think that's a good suggestion, is to make them anonymous. The challenge is it's going to depend on how many people, like if, let's see how many people actually are going to show up. And if it's like 4 people, no, I mean, I do have more
They're
than
like,
that signed up already, but
I
again, you
know
just
I
need more
didn't
people
ask
to
that
show.
question, and so it must
Exactly.
be Barbara
And
didn't
I'm
ask that
friends with
question.
Carol. I'm friends with Carolyn, and I know she didn't ask that
She
question.
didn't ask
Yeah.
that question.
So
Exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
I get
just
that.
want to
That makes
keep
sense.
people's, privacy. But I mean, luckily there are more than that signed up right now. You just never know who's actually going to show up though live. So
Totally.
might have
Totally.
an
Yeah.
option.
But yeah, the nice thing about doing questions through Obvio form is, as you said, you're gonna get their details, and you can then follow up with emails and things
Right.
afterwards, which is really nice. And
Yep.
so yeah, that's worth thinking about.
Yeah.
Um, cool.
Ooh,
We're nearly there.
I think we got to it. I
Tomorrow,
think we're done.
ask a question. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Yep, I think we're done. And I make a poll the same way on this, like a same button. I just call it poll, right? And I just do a different kind of form, and it's a poll
Yeah.
form, right? Okay,
Yep.
that's what I thought.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. That's it
Um,
for me. Thanks so much for taking the
I'm sure
time.
there'll
Thanks
be
everybody
more.
for
I'm
giving
sure
me
there'll be
time.
more, she says. And then you're welcome for job security. Thank you. Nice.
The least I can
Well
do. Yep.
done. Well done.
All right,
All right.
thanks.
Good work. No worries. There was some good stuff in there. So, like, I knew that sometimes people are like, oh, I'm taking up so much time. But, we touched on a whole bunch of different things that, people learn from, right? So that's the purpose of what we're doing here. So, all right. Arena. I'm building a marketplace purchase page for the first time. I have several questions. We should talk, Arena. Um, tell me. Oh, have we still got it that you can't unmute? So what's happening here? Yes, there you go. Still can't.
Mm-mm.
Huh. Maybe a reset.
Ah, now it
There we go.
works.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And I'll help Barbara to bring more bugs in the file here. I found some bugs. I think it's glitching. We'll see. Maybe it's me. But I'm building a purchase marketplace purchase page. And this is the first time I'm attempting it. So I did my best to follow the template. And I just have a few questions that I need to check.
Mm.
It's not ready yet, but just
So,
learning
Arena,
curve.
tell me what CRM are you using?
Active Campaign and HubSpot,
Okay.
but here it's Active Campaign.
Yeah. Okay. So, I tell you where. Mm, we're not putting a lot of energy into the marketplace at the moment. And the reason is that we're finding that more and more people are using the CRM to do their purchasing. And then it's obviously for the event delivery. And the more that we've gone down this line of who is the best person or the best use case for using marketplace within Obvio, we realize that it's kind of like it's a person that doesn't have a CRM, and then they're trying to just do their first event, get that going, have their 5, 10, whatever people that have signed up, and then get the ball rolling, and then get them into a CRM, and then do it that way. And the more that I've gone down this line, I'm like, I honestly don't think that I would recommend to anyone now to start what they're doing outside of a CRM. And the reason is that ideally what you're doing is you're getting someone to sign up to whatever free event, whatever the thing that they're doing. You're getting them to sign up, and then maybe they come, maybe they don't. In Obvio, that's kind of going to be a dead email, like as in it's not connected to a contact. It's not someone that you can really um, follow up with. You would need to, in order to follow up with them, you would need to then put them into a CRM so that then you can start building the customer relationship, right? And so I so before we get, into all of the specific details of the marketplace, I'd really question why you wouldn't do this because of that ongoing because this is the thing, even if we get marketplace working great, you've got 20 people that signed up, you've now got to get those emails and import them into CRM and probably do an opt-in, um, get them to, confirm like a double opt-in again to be able to say, yes, I do want to sign up to your newsletter or whatever, because there's not the ability to have people sign up to a newsletter or for ongoing marketing emails through the marketplace. And so you probably weren't expecting me to dive into all of this, but
I've heard this speech before. I've heard this speech before. I know. I've been here almost from the beginning, as you know.
I know, but
I
this
thought
is
maybe a
newer.
year later it would be more, more progress here.
But and so I would guess that you're like this. I just want the easiest way of getting this
Yeah.
happening.
No, I have a
And
specific case. Yeah. I got this brilliant idea. We'll see how brilliant it is.
well,
I
that's my disclaimer that there
yeah,
probably is going
yeah,
to
I
be
know.
there's bugs in
Yeah.
there, and they're probably not going to be fixed anytime soon, if at all,
Oh, because you're not working on it.
because
Yeah.
everyone that we're talking to are like, why wouldn't you do that in a CRM? Like, as in,
Yeah.
because like create a simple little page, little sign up
Right.
page
Right.
connected to your CRM so that you now have that you're having them opt in. And it's all about that check here to allow me to put you on my
Yeah.
newsletter list or,
So
put me
from the
on the email list.
Obvio, and if they are tagged in Obvio, they don't go to active campaign. So why did I remind me, please? Why did I get into why did I integrate Obvio with CRM? I haven't been here for a long time.
It's the other way around, right? So the way that the reason that you have Active Campaign connected to Obvio is about the event delivery. So somebody signs up and then
Through active
and
campaign.
then yes, someone signs up to Active Campaign, you push that to Obvio, Obvio
Yeah.
sends back the login link, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
now you're able to send from Active Campaign, you're able to say, hey, the event's about to start, come, here's your link. And that all ties in. So that's why you integrate. Whereas it's a bit more of a backward step to try to do marketplace, maybe pushing back to Active Campaign, but it's not really, yeah, it's not
It
really the
doesn't send the email
best
to
workflow.
active campaign. I forgot that part.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
Okay, so
yeah,
here's what I'm doing. Maybe I can tell you and you can tell me, go back to CRM and do the landing page. I've launched a new network, Radiant Connections Network. And what I'm
nice.
doing right now is I'm on school also. My community is on school now, but I also do Obvio meetings every week. So my path to my community and my network is through Obvio first, because what I've been doing so far, I've been reaching out personally and inviting women just with email, phone number. So I would input them in Obvio. So because I wanted just the Obvio at this point. So meetings are every Thursday. They come, they're already in Obvio. That's what we're doing. Then they go to school, and that's how I have my community. Of course, Active Campaign is there too, but on the side. So anyway, then I said, okay, why do I do that manually if I go marketplace purchase just for free ticket, because they get one free attendance for one meeting. then they have annual sign up. So they come one time, and I was thinking free ticket, easy in Obvio. I just get this. They fill it out themselves, get into the Obvio, and then we'll go from there to school. So that was my idea. Brilliant idea yesterday, it seemed like. I spent 2 days building this page, whole 2-page, whole 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, look, the time isn't all wasted, because I still think that the best process is, well, let me say there's another step, and that is like you can use the sign up page in Obvio, which is an easier to get people into Obvio. It's just so it's not a ticket, it's not even a free ticket. It's just sign up, first name, last name, email, and now you're on the dashboard. And so that
No,
could be used.
no,
but
that's green path. No, that's that's beyond to bypass the dashboard, right? That's what you're talking about?
no, no, it takes
Oh,
them to the dashboard.
oh, there is something new I don't know.
Well, you've been
And I
around
do
for
need their phone number.
you've been around for a very long time, Irina, and so
Yeah.
it's not new. But it
I
could
still
be
have the
something
books though. You forgot my
you've been
books. Now you can still look at them at the books.
you've been around so long, Irina, that you have learnt this, forgotten it maybe twice or three times.
I think so
That's
too.
yeah.
I
So
told you I felt like dinosaur before. Now it's like even beyond that.
um so what is good? Let me check this. I'll show you this in a moment.
I was so happy following the template and building it and going crazy and doing it and enjoying everything. And
Well,
now you're
I'm glad
saying scratch it.
I'm glad you I'm glad you had a good time. All right. So this this could work. Is it the same event that you use ongoing? It's the same event every
Mhm.
week.
Right. Yep.
And so what stops someone from signing
I
up?
need the phone number
Mm,
for
collect
text
phone
messages
number.
to
Collect
remind them.
collect phone
Oh,
number.
oh wow.
Um, so yeah, what stops people coming back the next week? If you know what I mean, if they
Um,
haven't signed up, do you remove them from Obvio?
I do. If they don't buy the annual pass, I will remove them. Yeah. So far, everybody signed up, so I didn't have that problem. But yeah, it's small.
Nice. Um,
Yeah,
okay.
100% conversion in 3 meetings. That's
Oh,
pretty nice,
nice work.
but it's
Great.
small.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, you don't talk the numbers. You always talk percentages when it's like that. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so um sorry, I was just thinking that it's whichever number is higher, the actual number of people or the percentage. It was
That's
like
good.
10 people converted, 100% converted. It was like, or 200 people converted. That sounds better than 100%.
Yeah.
Um, so the way that this would work is that, yeah, people just put these details in and it takes them to the dashboard. And so even if when they came back, you have to manage this a little bit. If they came back, they would, they could
Mhm.
enter if they're already an attendee in Obvio, then it will still let them in. Like it'll say, oh, you're
Right.
already signed up
Right.
and take you in,
Right.
right? Like it
Yeah.
works fine. So that's a way to do it. However, I would
It's a
still,
boring way to do it because I wanted some information because when I invited just one sentence of what it is about and that's it. But when I made that page, it explains more what this network all about, what they will get from it. So it is a
which is
landing page basically.
exactly, and that,
Yeah.
and that's, it's like I'm talking out of using Obvio stuff, but honestly, the correct tool for what you're talking about,
Mhm.
um, is in the CRM
Yeah.
for the reason that you're getting that initial contact and you want that in a single place. So at the moment, you're sort of managing your lists in multiple places. You want it always in one place with different tags and different categories of people, right? So now it's like, here's my big list of 200 people, and 50 of those have the annual pass, but that other 150 is my active list to be working on, because that's some people that were interested at some point, but they haven't signed up. And to have that in a single place gives you much better visibility and a way to grow the whole thing. And so the whole flow works nicer, that you're asking them, here's all the details to get. I agree with you. You want to have a bunch of sales type, why would I sign up to this and why would I come to that event, that first one for free? Here's the reasons. Sign up here. Now we've got your contact details in Active Campaign, where you can send emails and do all of that and follow up with them and all of that. Tie that to Obvio. You've got the URL that's coming through. That comes back through to Active Campaign. And now when you're sending emails out for everyone, they're now included in that. You know what I mean? So it ties into existing workflows. And so I feel like you're you're using a wrench as a hammer, and it works for a time, and then you realize that actually a hammer is going to be way better for this task, and so because it ties all your data into one place nice and neatly, and you're not managing multiple lists.
Mhm. It's a sad day today.
Well, but all the time and effort you put into creating that content is copying and pasting it over into an Active Campaign page, and so you've thought about what you wanted on there. All of that is not wasted. It's just that you'll be much happier having it incorporated in a workflow that is like this.
Got
So
it. Thank you.
yeah, look, if you want to, we can go through the problems that you were having.
Well, you can still look at it, yeah, for now, because I won't create it again somewhere. If I already created it here, for now, I will stick with it. But yes, I will change it soon at some point.
Depending on the bugs that you're getting,
Well,
if
they're
they're
not big bugs.
so market, yeah, you've been on the whole marketplace journey. We were talking about we've got a whole new rewrite. Well, that we're talking about that was for version 1, and then there's been a whole bunch of work that's been done on marketplace for version 2, or 3, or whatever we're calling it. That is really cool and still isn't released. And part of it is this.
Oh, it's not
Part of it
released.
is part of it is still kind of this business decision that we just keep coming back to. It's just like it feels like we're just offering the wrong tool to people all the time.
Mm.
Because it doesn't, we're not a CRM and we're not ever going to be, but yet we're providing this marketplace thing that really is a CRM. Like that's where it works. Like that is a sign up page
Mhm.
that's tied to a CRM. That's not what we're about. We're about event delivery. So we're about, like, when it comes to actually doing your event, that's what we're on about.
And I
And so
love Obvio, as you know, it's just so
yeah,
good to work with.
I'm glad. Yeah, and so it just feels a little backward when we do it like this, and it just ends up making the job harder. In When we first thought about this, we were trying to say, well, there's people that just need a simple way to have a purchase page. Why wouldn't we create it like that, you know? And so, but it just really isn't serving the greater need. The greater need is building your list, which is what you're trying to do. So why would we have a list? It's like you're going back to just managing a,
I
in a
understand.
document,
Yeah, I
you know.
understand. Hmm.
Um,
Hey, Grant, let me just suggest, I am one of those people. I don't get the whole Zap thing, and I've had Keep for 6 years. I haven't successfully executed once, not once. So that you have created something that will help me. So
well,
thank you.
you're just really, thank you for trying to help, Kat. I think that I think you're just giving me another example of someone else that is also not doing it in the best way possible, right?
No,
Because
I've
I
done many pages. I have so many pages I've created. I mean, my underground thing is full of pages all the time, landing pages. So yeah, I just wanted something simple, like Kat is saying, something just right now. Let's get it done
I
and
don't
get it
understand.
out.
Why is it not so, like that? Doesn't that sounds that um
It just
that
because
sounds inconsistent.
I thought Obvio was sending emails to Active Campaign. I forgot that part. That's why.
Yeah.
Because why tags then? We're doing tags.
Yeah,
Why do I have tags?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can you you can tie things back in. Part of the purchase, those purchases, and being able to do up to add-ons and upgrades and things like that. Um it- yeah. I'm surprised, Arena, to hear, you've got a whole bunch of other pages. To me,
Yeah.
that would say you already know how to do all these other pages.
Oh, I do.
You
I've
just
done it
you
for
just
years.
you just create another page and it's tied to Obvio. What's the resistance to that?
I just
Because it's
wanted to
hard?
keep it on Avio right now. And I thought Avio was sending to Active Campaign. So all I wanted is the meetings are on Avio, everything goes to school, and I'm just contained in Avio at this point for now with my new thing,
Mm,
with my new network. Since I just started it, that's just was my process thinking.
yeah. Well, I can understand that. And it's not for me to tell you to do something different. Um, although I am.
It's good. It's
Um,
good. No, it's good. It's good to think about it and
yeah,
consider.
I I think that having, especially email, especially in today's in today's world, even more so, it's so hard to get emails through to people successfully and then have them read. Like, that's a massive challenge. And so anything that we can do to reduce that friction, the better. And there's several things that help with that. Going from a CRM that's sending emails all the time will help the deliverability. Having emails that are coming from the same place from you every time will help the deliverability. And uh, um, and having the opt-in process, which is really key. So having them actually opt in to your list, having that permission, that actual opt-in, is super key with the laws around it. So they have opted in. The CRM is able then to send through because they opted in on this date, on this page. That's when they opted in. and you can put those details so that now you can keep sending them emails is fine. Whereas having just essentially a form that's collecting their email with no opt-in process, now it's a manual process you've got to go back through. And this is the other step of it, is as I think about it, it's the automating this whole thing. And so the challenge, I guess, also for you is that if it works big, it works small. If you put the things in place now for when you're just having a few people coming along,
Yeah,
it'll work exactly the same when you have
you're right.
hundreds of people coming along, and you'll need to do no more work on it. Do you know
You're
what I
right.
mean?
You're right.
Because you've
Yeah.
already got the right thing in place. And so then the Obvio is there ready to do your actual event delivery, and the CRM is all about that relationship management ongoing in a single place. Here's all the people that have anything to do with me and my businesses, all of them is in one place, and that's what I would suggest.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Grant. Very sad, very
Welcome.
sad, but oh well.
Well, I think that maybe you've wasted 10 or 20% of your time, but
Uh,
80% of it is just copying and pasting what you've done and putting it in Active Campaign.
I just loved it. It's so colorful and pretty, and
You Obvio does not have Obvio doesn't have a monopoly on colors. You'll be
okay.
able to repeat those colors on any other sign up page. So, yeah. All right. That's good. It's good to have a little bit of controversy on a Thursday morning for me. It's awesome though. Congratulations on doing it though. It sounds amazing, and people are signing up. It's really cool. Yeah, whatever. All right. What else have we got? Save me, someone. Um, questions. I think we had. Oh, I think it might be Amelia. Amelia, speaking of CRMs,
Greetings.
hello.
Speaking of CRMs and moving from one that doesn't integrate well with Obvio to another that does,
Okay, cool.
I'm biting the bullet and
Okay.
moving to go high level and getting rid of MailChimp, which doesn't act nice with Obvio, which is why I always use the marketplace pages. I just thought
Yep.
that was an amusing conversation to have before that.
Yes.
But I love the marketplace pages because Obvio and MailChimp didn't talk nicely. And we had that
Right.
one where I had to create an audience, but I'm only allowed 2 audiences, and it was just a mess.
Yeah,
So
it is a
it was
mess.
the copy paste over, and then like, okay, you came to my event. Now you're on my list, whether you like it or
Mail
not.
MailChimp worked great when we didn't have emailing out in Obvio ourselves. That was really good because it was just about sending email. When we're trying to use MailChimp as a CRM, it just falls over, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I've learned. It's done me well since 2018, but now I'm growing up. I'm becoming a big girl business person,
Well
and
done.
it's time for like junior high school level stuff.
Nice work. Okay.
Time for big girl panties, right?
So
so
where are
so
you at?
yeah, so I'm kind of doing things parallel, right? So right now I'm launching a course. Um like nobody signed up yet, but in case they do, um and I'm building it, I'm building the automation out in high level, and I figured this would be the perfect time to like just connect the two just to
Hmm.
see how it works. And if
Sure.
nobody signs up for the course, then that's cool. There's at least it's a learning opportunity, and that's what I'm here
Love
for.
that. Yep.
So
So you just need to connect. How far have you gotten? Have you tried to connect an Ovio event to go high level? That's where you're up to. Okay.
yeah,
So do you want to share your screen
I can do that.
and go to the event.
I am in it. And
Okay,
I am on the services page. So can I,
great,
okay, cool.
perfect.
All right. So I am here. So I figure you click and I have my go high level
Yep.
people here and I don't know
Okay.
what I need there. So I click this, I'm sure,
Yep. And that.
and click and
Yep.
this is recorded, right? So I can come back to this.
That's right.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Yeah. Although
Because I've
what we
been
do, I will just say, Amelia, we need to be really careful of screen sharing email addresses.
yeah.
So there's a page there that we just saw quickly. It was
Yeah.
quickly, but
Okay,
it's
here.
it's it's for two reasons though. One reason obviously is privacy, right? But the
Yeah.
second reason is that YouTube will remove this um, when it sees the recording and that has all these email addresses on it. It'll just remove it, and then the recording won't be there. So,
Ah, okay.
so we'll just be careful with that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So now it's asking to log in to tie it together.
Should have this right. Um,
If you're already
gosh, I
logged
have
in,
the
it should have remembered. But so there you go.
it's I think it's let's try this.
Oh yeah.
Can I make a comment while you're doing that?
Please.
Something I learned, and actually, this is what actually Justin, this was my big thank you to Justin over the weekend. I was trying to connect my Go High level to Obvio, and because mine is through Mastermind, and I didn't actually have a login to Go High
Yeah.
Level, I
Right.
actually had to create an account within Go High Level, or I had to, I don't know what he had me do, but he had me go through some steps where I had to actually, yeah, I had to create like a sign
Tie it
in
together.
for Go High Level, but then it automatically did take me to Mastermind
Hmm.
because I was getting an error message over and over. So just any of you who have Mastermind and you're trying to connect Go High Level, you have to have it go through Go High Level and then it goes to Mastermind. So it still works. I was freaking out because I thought it wasn't going to work. So anyway,
Right.
that's my 2 cents. Okay, sorry.
No,
Cool. All right.
nice.
I changed my page on the funnels cake go high level thing. So all
Gotcha. So
right.
now if you go
So we're
down,
here.
yep, that's just saying you're giving access to Obvio to be able to
Yep.
talk to it. Yeah, and then it's just
I guess
choosing that account,
click
which will be that
that.
one. Yep. And so now that's connecting and coming back to Obvio.
Okay, cool.
All right. And
So
yep. So there's two key things that we want to do to complete the kind of loop, right? Because the process that we're doing here with Go High Level is that see that import tag, it's the top field there.
uh-huh.
That tag is created by Obvio, um, and it's what Obvio is looking for in your high level contacts. Okay,
Okay.
it's that specific, and um, so there's a little copy off to the right,
Right.
um, and so what you're going to do is in your workflows when you're
Okay.
yeah,
So it's probably in this one because I this is what I've been racking my brain on for the last week and a half is getting
sure,
this together.
uh-huh.
So
So
okay,
now
so
if this is what they're signing up to, and then this will be you want them to have Obvio access,
right.
um, then you just
So
need to tag them. It can be wherever in the process.
okay, so then I could like
Mm,
uh
mhm.
was it up add contact tag?
Correct.
Is that
Yep. Yes.
okay? And
And then
then can I just
you
do
but you
that?
probably yep. Yep. You just add new
Add
tag. That's it. Yep.
new tag.
And that's it.
Okay,
All right.
save. So
So
I'm gonna do this
name
add
that.
from video tag. Okay, so
Yep. You've got it.
ah
So now we're
okay,
halfway there, right? We're halfway
okay,
there in that Obvio is now going to get notification when someone they've been tagged with that tag, Obvio is going to go, okay, great, that's a contact. I'll now create them in Obvio. But to complete the loop, we now need to say, where do you want high level to store their magic link, the Obvio magic link, or the login link, right? So
Right.
if you go back to Obvio, it's a top tag, yep. See their login URL field. So you can choose one if you already have one created, or
I
Obvio
did.
can. Okay, you have created it.
I believe I did. Let's see. Did I make it a custom field? See, I've been playing.
Look at you, you're smashing this.
Obvio
Yeah, yeah.
link.
Look at that. Great. Yep.
So
So
I can,
yeah, you won't have to do that, because if you go to back to Obvio, you can search for it. And
okay.
so if you just start I mean, if you start type Obvio, it might work, I think. No, 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 no. Don't do the curly brackets. Yeah, just there you go. The second one down. Bang. Okay. So um so that's now going to be the field that it puts the link in. I'll just I'll just speak to these other ones, which is the action tags, and these can be quite handy. Um, and that is when the those three things happen. Now, generally, it's probably just the created is what you want to know.
Okay.
It can create a tag on the attendee to say that an Obvio tag has been created, right? Sorry, an
Okay.
Obvio attendee has been created, and so
Okay.
you can use often because this is always event specific, right? It's an Obvio. You're tying it to this one event,
Right.
but your contact hopefully is going to be in there for years and probably will have lots of different tags along the way.
Right.
Then the action tag you may want to create it specifically, whether it's CYBD or CYBD March, whatever you want to,
Yeah.
call it, um, so that there is some sort of identifier that makes sense to you, and then Obvio attendee created. Um,
Right.
that
So I
that's
would do that. I have a what I would do, right? So
okay.
do
Yeah,
this. So it'd be
100%.
CYBD 0426 VO tent.
Nice. Yep,
And then that'll do, and so this will then tag in go high level.
exactly. Yep. Now you may not be using a waiver, um, and so that won't matter too much, but the checked in tag can be handy too
Okay.
because
Yeah,
what
because if they don't
because
show up,
exactly. What it does is it only happens once and it's when they hit the dashboard, right?
right?
So
So,
the the nice thing is that you can target your emails in high level to say, I have this person has Obvio attendee, as in it's been created, but they don't have Obvio checked in. And so
okay.
now you can say, hey, Amelia, notice that you've signed up and everything, but you haven't yet been to the dashboard, or you haven't yet come to an event or whatever, right? It's really
Right.
handy data to have. So having those
Yeah.
two is super cool, right? Um, and so just to
Excited.
yeah, you're doing awesome. Just to complete the whole thing, if there was that last step there, the attendee group properties, if you wanted to pull in any data, registration data, something that you've got in high level and use it in Obvio. A very simple example, right, is that when people signed up, you had a form that said favorite color. And so you've stored that. You've now got this field called favorite color. And that's really important to you in Obvio. So you would say add group, favorite color. And so now that attendee data would appear in Obvio, which would then mean that you could create a label, as an example, in their name in Obvio that says red and blue and green. And so now, people with favorite color red are actually VIPs, and they get special access to these buttons on the dashboard because they're a VIP. They've got favorite color red. You see what I mean? It's like it's tying
Right.
all of that stuff back together. If they've paid extra, or they're a alumni or something, and you want that, something special to appear on the dashboard for those people, you may want to connect that data in and bring it in. So that's you're now seeing the full integration of what High Level and Obvio can do.
Okay, so like I have goals boot camp people. Um, that's my year-long program is goals boot camp, so I can put them on there as that would um I haven't gotten that far in Go High Level, but um or if they've attended this event, kind of like TVE, if they've attended this event
Yes.
before, how does that
Yeah, that's now you thinking about how your data is stored in High Level and how you would want to bring that over. So it could be as simple as they are tagged with 2025. They came in 25, and so I just want to know that they are connect that into Obvio. So now I can use that data in Obvio. Yeah, and Barbara saying about breakout rooms. Yeah, you could do that. At the moment, the easiest way to do that is with labels. So adding the group at the end of their name would now mean that you can see their favorite color. And now when you go to create breakout rooms, you can sort of manually, but you can put all the reds together and put all the blues together, and away you go.
okay,
So, um,
I'm gonna click save.
yeah. And so now you could do a little test of an attendee, and just manually assigning the that tag, the top tag.
Okay.
Um, and then within, moments, they will have a login URL.
Okay, let me go to me, but I won't
Yeah.
don't want to share because
Thank you. Yeah, that's
yeah.
great. Um,
I want this thing to work. So if I
um, you're doing awesome, Amelia, with how long you've been playing around with it. Your understanding of it and your navigation of it is really impressive. So well done.
oh thanks. I'm trying.
Mhm.
Okay. I have been added, and then I'll come back over to Obvio and we will share again,
Yeah, you'll
and
probably see. Mm,
then we go back to attendees and maybe
Nothing yet. No,
refresh.
that can take a little bit, but yeah, you could refresh. You can also see.
Or
Um, yeah, no, we shouldn't have to do that. Let's just see that the tags. There's a couple. This is possibly a little bit of the slower way that it'll show up in here. In High Level, you should see your URL populate. Um,
okay. I'll stop this, then go
mhm.
look over there. And
And actually, what happens first in the flow is that it'll tag with you being the attendee created first, and then it will populate the URL. So you kind of get the first two steps.
um, let's refresh this. I'm becoming a big girl. Ah, it is there. Okay. So then we
Cool.
come back over to Obvio and we
Yeah.
refresh. And voila, I am there. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And so you should see under your name, you should see Obvio created. Um, Obvio
Let's
attendee, I
see.
think you called
Okay.
it
I think this doesn't have any
in High
more.
Level.
It doesn't not showing my email. So,
Cool.
yeah, look at that. Obvio attendee.
There you go. Yeah, great work. And so same again that if that attendee in Obvio, if you were to uh, open the URL and go to the dashboard, it would then update high level to say checked in.
It's offline at the
Oh,
moment.
if you when it's online.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
all that's working. So
Yeah.
well
Look at
done.
me.
And as I was saying
Only
before, like you've
taken
now
what, a year and a half, 2 years to get to this
it's
point.
it seriously is worth the booty wiggle because because you really like this is something that you do once now, and now that just works now, and it's
Nice.
really nice when that works, so
Okay.
um so you can play around with that.
Yeah. So, okay, but question.
Yeah.
And this is what I've been doing for I would have to come in. Okay. So this is where I've been going round and round with ChatGPT trying to set up this workflow. This is one of those things that I'm going to have to come in and update for every new event.
Every event, yes.
Is I'll have to okay, I'm gonna put that. Where did I put my
If it's
I'm
a
trying to write SOPs on this as I'm doing it.
nice work, nice work.
Because go high level. Nope, that's that one. Okay, where is it? Okay, I'll find it and add this to that document.
Yeah, if it's a you can continue to use the same Obvio event. If it's just another iteration of the same thing, you can do that. It doesn't have to be a new one every time. But I know that you've got sort of different types of events as well, and so you would likely,
So, okay, so and speaking of that, the tag I have for because I want to know because I'm actually going to be running or opening this up every month. It's an 8-week course, so it'll be like the April cohort, the May cohort, then the June and July. And
Mhm.
I have tags for those, which is why I put the CYBD 0426
Yes.
as the thing so, to know that that's the April people.
Yep.
So would you say I can use the same thing because it's pretty much, but they overlap, so the dates are different. So I just feel
Yeah.
like I'd probably
You,
have to create, I'll have 12 of them by the end of the year,
yep.
if people show up. Yeah.
Yeah, and um, yeah, there's the trade-off of the simplicity of using one event would be that you just don't quite have the same data. Whereas now
Right.
it's gonna be super clear in the high level contact. They attended this one, then 2 months later they attended this one, and then you know what I mean? It's gonna be really
Right.
clear. Um,
Okay.
and you also just want to manage sometimes when people are reusing Obvio events they forget about the attendee limits, and on a pro or elite plan, you can have 500 attendees. Well, that's accumulative, right? And so over
Right.
time, you could have a whole bunch, and then you're like, hang on, why do I need to pay for more attendees when I've only got 20 people coming? It's like because there's been 500 unique people, that have used that event. So by using separate events is a good way to um, to not have that problem.
So
Um,
question, and I know this is probably me being a bad girl, but I have one that I've been because of MailChimp and not being able, it's like the webinar that I've been doing.
yep.
I was like, I have people come in and they'll do the thing and then I'll export them, put them in a MailChimp and delete them from Obvio. Is it all the attendees that have ever been in that get charged on that? Or is
No,
it just the
no,
ones
no.
that are in there now? So if you
No,
delete them,
it's
you
fine.
don't hit that 500.
Correct. You're totally right. You can clear it out and it's fine. And look, that's it's a slight workaround, but it's no big deal to us because we're just managing the capacity of those events. And so
Right.
if you're resetting it each time, it's that's no problem at all. So you can
Okay.
totally do that. Um,
Okay, cool.
I'll give you an advanced level move because I feel like you're up for it. Um, and that is that in my workflow that I have for an event, I've got a little wait. Now, this is specifically when I want to be able to send um, an attendee, someone that's just signed up. I want to send them an email with the login URL in it as a response. So they've just signed up, but I want them to have the login URL. I want to make sure the login URL is there. I don't want to send them a blank email, an email, and
Right.
it hasn't got the Obvio in there for whatever reason. Could have been that I had the tag wrong or whatever, but I just want a fail safe, a catch in there. And so what it does is it just checks, you'll see this where it's a condition and I'm waiting for the OVO URL is not empty. So the condition is that it's not empty. It means it's full. It means that it's been populated. So we're good to go. And 20 minutes is probably a bit long, but I've got it as waiting for 20 minutes. If and so it will not continue, which means it will not send the welcome email if the condition is that the login URL is not there. It won't send it. It will only send the email if the login URL is there,
Okay.
right? Or if it gets to 20 minutes and I still don't have my login URL, then send me an email that says that your
Right.
email is typed out, right? So this is something that Justin does as well. It's a nice little and generally I don't have any problems. But I have had it where I had just something, the setting was just slightly wrong, or Obvio was a bit delayed at one point, or the connection, high level wasn't talking to Obvio properly or whatever. So you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it, particularly if you're not sending an email at the time that they're signing up, right? And you're
So,
not.
okay. Can I show you
Yep.
my workflow? This
Yeah.
is what because I just looked on and I do have an email that goes out. But okay, so let's
But does
share.
it need to have the Obvio link in there or not?
That's what I was just
Does.
checking. And yeah, that
Okay.
email does. So, but
Okay.
so this is part of this is chat. A lot of this is chat GTP.
That one.
Chatty helped me build this. I will say that
Nice.
as a caveat. So it
Yes.
started out with the enrollment router where it's it starts off with the page, the thank you page
Yeah.
is I don't know what this other thing is, but yeah, the thank you page is
Oh yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets the purchased and enrolled
Mm-hmm.
tags, and then we just added this
Mm-hmm.
to there.
Yep.
And then, the cohort name it gets,
Yep.
the
Nice.
start date it gets, all these things. It goes through
Awesome.
all this
Yeah.
stuff, right? The dates, and then this is a if
Oh,
then
already got
because
some.
because
Okay.
they're so that's if it's because
Uh-huh.
the first
Yes.
cohort's a Monday, Thursday, the second month will be a Wednesday, Saturday. So I'm not like got two people in two different spots on the okay. And then so does this have the Obvio link? I don't think it does. What happens next? That's the cohort start date. No, it doesn't. So that's
Mm-hmm.
fine.
That
So
one's
these
fine.
don't
Yeah.
have the thing. And so after it goes through all of this,
Mm-hmm.
which has been driving me nuts, it goes here. And that's where when it gets tagged as enrolled,
Yeah.
whenever that happened in this thing, because I've already lost my mind already, we set our event start time, date and time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's this email, which goes
Uh-huh.
out 7 days before the event actually starts. So it's after the cart closes, and that's when Obvio would be opened up for them to go check it out. And that's where this email is. And
Uh-huh.
it does have that. Here is your, where did it go? Hang on a second. It was there. I just saw it. Really? There it is. Just click here. That's the
Great.
obvious one.
Nice
So
work.
would
So,
I need that wait period?
you wouldn't need to wait, but you could put a condition in um to not send the email if it doesn't have the URL, if the URL is not empty, or like,
Okay, so then I could
what?
do something like here with that
Yeah,
condition, right?
yes, you could.
Was it-
You could, and you could flag it. You don't have to have a wait. You just have, is the URL there? If it is, send the email. If it's not, send a email to you, like,
Okay,
um, does that make sense? You can do an
view
internal,
URL
I,
condition. Okay. I took a
I
screenshot of what you showed, so
yeah, cool. You can use an internal notification and it's just sending a one-off email. And it can just flag to you then that there's a problem. So all of your workflow is all great. And now you're just putting an extra little catch in there that if the URL is empty, send me an internal notification to tell me that. If it's not empty, then we're all good to go. Send the email, do the rest of the workflow.
okay, so then when I if it's empty and I get the end thing, when I come
Mm.
in and fix it, it'll automatically go to the other one? Is that how that works? Or do I
Um,
have to say at the end of
yeah, I think
your
that your trigger is only going to trigger once, right? And so the trigger was the adding the tag at the top, and so the tag was, and so do you get what I'm saying? That your
yeah,
workflow there
so
was the
so could I
trigger.
put something, I'm gonna try and see your thing again. Let me pull up the picture I took. Um so screenshots, come on, open up. Thank you. All the way down to the bottom. Um so pull this over here. And this is why Chatty's mad at me because I keep doing this, right? Because over here it ends, right? You've got your
Yes.
internal notification and then it ends, which then stops the rest of the flow.
Yep.
Could I say, you know,
To wait.
this or should this be because you've got this as separately?
Hmm.
So should it be instead of, and I'm again talking out my caboose here.
Not really.
Confirm.
You're doing great.
if if
Uh,
if I
we're,
put
we're, we're talking about an edge case, um, of an edge case, which means it just means that if it's not there, because this is the thing, if you go and fix it, well, now you can just manually send the email, right? Like once you've
right,
fixed it, it doesn't
but
have to be a workflow.
there's all this that comes after it,
Right. Is there
right?
multiple
And
emails?
yeah, it's like this is the start of the course, right? Like
Gotcha.
it didn't have me. I'm and maybe that's not the best way. Maybe it's this is one onboarding thing, and then I have another workflow for all the emails for the course. Again, ChatGPT is telling me how to do this, so I will defer to your
Oh
better
no,
knowledge.
no, well, not necessarily. This is just something that I've worked out, and it's a different workflow because I've got it happening on the sign up, and so that's why I have a wait time in there just to make sure.
Okay.
So, without really knowing the best way of doing this, I do think that um, you could have a condition right at the start of this that is saying that the URL is
That,
not filled
that
in.
does this. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
before
then
up here.
yeah, and then in theory, I think that you could remove the tag and then add the tag again for people, and then that would trigger it again, and now away it goes. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So you just have a notification in there. It's really just about this is best practice for any external systems that you're using,
Yeah.
because they can go down, things can change. Go high level can just say, we're now changing the way we're doing things and we haven't caught up with that yet, or whatever, right?
Right.
So it's just a really nice little safety net that's like, I'm confident I'm never sending an email out with a blank URL in it. It's just going to confuse
Right.
people.
So it's
Um,
a CYA for your CYBD.
there you go. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, we lost Cat King, did we? That was it's just like my brain is out of energy. Nice one.
Sorry.
Um, no, that's really good because we get quite a lot of questions about high level. Um, I I'm pretty much at the point where I'm like we're almost like high level is the preferred in integration. That's kind of where I'm at, but I have a bit of bias on that because I use it more. Um,
Right.
but because of some of these extra things that is working really nicely. So um,
Okay.
every CRM is complicated though. There's no like here's the easy CRM. It's like no, because you want to do complicated things. You are everyone's always connecting multiple bits of data and automating this and automating that, and that just takes
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
um, if there was a really simple CRM, everyone would say, but it doesn't do this and it doesn't do that and it doesn't do, like it's like, yeah. So
Yep. Yeah.
good work.
I'm very happy that Chatty hasn't told me to piss off because I've told it to
That's right.
off quite a few times during this. What the hell? You said do it this way, and now you're telling me this way. Now you're telling me to go back to the original. It's been crazy. It's been
Yeah.
fun. And it's
It is
funny
fun.
because just as an aside, I was technical writer in my former life, and I
Right.
would sit in conversations with end users and business, and developers,
Right.
listening to them going back and forth, and I'm like, okay, and I'm trying to pull it all out, and here I am in the middle of it, being both sides, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is a familiar seat. So
Yeah,
anyway,
I think that we can do better as well with our documentation and things and stuff around some of this, to try to help
well,
um,
if
explain some
you
of this.
want some of it, because that's what I do is like that was what I
Yeah.
did in my former life is documentation. Make like
Yeah, amazing.
SOPs as you're doing them, and it's like even if it's just little screenshots. So if you
Yeah.
have any questions, I probably have something.
Yeah, yeah,
If
cool.
I've done it, I probably have the screenshots for it.
Nice. That's cool. That's very cool.
All
Great,
right, thank
great.
you very much. I appreciate
No
you.
worries. That's great. Thank you. Barbara, this has sparked a few things for you.
It did. So it was a question that I forgot that I even had. And you might have actually answered in there, but I think she was going so fast because she's way quicker at go high level than I am. So I do have my follow-up emails. And in each of the follow-up emails, I would like their personal dashboard link to be there again. But I don't know how to make that happen. So what happened, like when they first sign up for the form, it goes through go high level, they get their tag, and then it connects to the dashboard. And I can see on my when I go to the attendees dashboard that some have checked in and some haven't. So
Okay,
some
yep.
have gone the link, some haven't. And
Yep.
because they have to go there to actually get into the event. So
Yes.
in my pre-emails that are about to come out, one comes out tomorrow. How
Hmm.
can I add in their personal dashboard on that email that they're
Link.
going to get?
Okay. Yeah. So you've got you've got it connected that high level is seeing the URL, like as in is that being stored back in to a field that you've called something?
I think so. I don't really know what you just said, but I mean, I did, I did what Replit told me to do, and I did what Justin told me to do, and it
Okay.
all is talking to each other now. So I think,
Okay, great.
yes.
Well, now you simply if you've got a contact there that has the URL, the Obvio URL, as a custom field, essentially in high level, it's an extra field, just like first name, last name, email, Obvio URL, right? So now in your email body, you're
Wait,
just
hold on,
adding.
hold on. Hold a
Yep.
second, because I know exactly what you're talking about now. So what you're talking like when add a contact and then it's gonna grab their email address and grab their name. You're saying I should have a third field that is something to do with connecting it to Obvio.
Obvio
Because I had
URL.
that and I took it out because I was told to take it out and I was told to put in a add contact tag because some of them weren't being tagged. So maybe I need both of those. Is that what you're
You
saying?
do. Yeah, it's two different
Okay.
things. The tag tells Obvio this is someone I want to be created in Obvio. And then the field is where it's putting the URL, their personalized URL.
Okay.
Okay.
So I did need both. Okay.
Mhm.
So let me just go in there for a quick minute and just make sure I understand what to do before I let you get away from me. Um automations, here we go. And I'm not going to share
Grant
because
loves us.
it's pretty pathetic how slow I am compared to you, Amelia. And I've had this for like a year and a half. So yeah.
That I'm a software whiz. Like I learned software fairly quickly. It's the logic behind it that drives me nuts. But software, I get.
Oh, well, good. And I wish I were that way, but anyway, so okay, so I'm gonna actually share this if that's okay, just because
Yeah.
I don't have an email. I think I have it right, so I think we're good to go, but then you can tell me I can't get to my share. There we go, share. Um Here we go. Okay, so I have my inbound webhook, and then I have this create contact. This is the one that I I think this is the one you're talking about because then I have my add tag. Oops, yeah, then I have my add tag here, which is that tag to take it to Alpio. So in
Okay.
my
Yeah.
create contact, is this? I don't
No.
know. Okay.
No, that's different. I don't know where that's coming from, but yeah, that's not Obvio. Um, that's okay. If you go, can you go back to Obvio and the connector, like the in the attendee services? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I shared the actual application. I didn't share the screen. Hold on a second.
Gotcha. No worries.
I was like, I'm there. What are you not seeing? But okay, yeah. Let me just share my screen. So I don't think I'm sharing my screen, but here we go. Okay, so this is services.
Yep, and then click on high level.
This is
Okay. Uh, I see. Yeah, okay, so you are connecting to that field, but it's that create, I think, is going to confuse it, or that you've got there. So back in high level, oh, is that actually, did you just type that in or is that created? Was it connected? Sorry, you're probably sharing something.
am I?
I'm just seeing
I don't know
Obvio
what I'm
again
sharing
now.
at this point. So I thought I was
Yeah.
sharing, but it's not actually sharing. All I see is your face. So hold on, let me stop the share.
Hmm.
There we go. Okay. So okay, so now I'm in Obvio.
Yeah, okay.
You want
And
me
if
to
you just click on there, yeah, click on there. Um, and just type that again, 5 days. Yeah, okay. And click on that. Click on that. Yep. Okay. Um, and we'll just yeah, and then just save. Yeah. Okay. And now back in high level. Okay. Now, you've got this coming.
I
This
have
is
an
a
inbound
web.
webhook because
Oh.
I'm taking this from Replit. I created it in Replit, and
Oh,
this
I
is how
see.
I
Okay.
connected Replit to Go High
Okay.
Level.
Okay.
And then from that, it creates a contact
Okay. Click
in Go High
that.
Level. Mhm.
Okay, I see. So now you've got the first name, but you haven't got last name.
Right.
Um, yeah, and so that I think you need to remove that 5 days, 5 foundations. That's just going to confuse things.
Okay. You sure? 100%?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So I just
So
have those two.
now you've just created a contact. I mean, if you can, I would add last name, but we'll leave it for now. Okay, and so then you're adding a tag, which is this the Obvio tag?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, perfect. Great. And now you're sending a welcome email
Yeah. So this
and
is the one that's gonna go out.
okay. Okay.
And oopsie, oopsie.
Go
Within this, I
down.
would like to be able to put a link in here
Yep,
um,
absolutely.
for their
Yep,
dashboard.
perfect. Yep.
I mean,
So now you're gonna
this is here, but I don't know if that's right.
oh okay, yeah, click on that.
I don't think I can. Oh yeah.
You wanna edit it. Yeah. What do we got? Or yeah, highlight it and then click the link.
It's not.
Um,
Should be able just to click because when I have links in mine, I just click anywhere in it, and then
yeah, and
the
then click
little
link.
link,
Mm-hmm.
the little link up there under the 16 px in the
You see that in the
formatting
little toolbar. Yeah.
toolbar.
Can you see that, Barbara? The
But
little
Nope.
link.
I don't know where 16 px is. I
Just
don't see that.
just go up, just go
just
up a
north
little
of
bit.
where you are.
Yeah, just a
There,
little
say they
bit
got the
down,
paragraph right there, the
Oh,
down,
16px.
oh,
There's
got it,
paragraph
got it,
6.
got it.
Right
and
underneath
down.
that is the link. So
There
you
we go.
add a link.
But is it going to add their personal dashboard link? Because each person should have their own dashboard.
Correct.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
you'll do is you'll take that. Sorry, Grant, I'm taking over.
No, you do it. Do it. You're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly what you need to have in there is that contact 5 days, whatever it is that Obvio link is going to go into, that custom field, and it'll bring it into there. That much I
Oh, I
know.
didn't.
I also put underneath it just in case that doesn't work. And then I put that as a, so that they can see the big long link for it,
Oh,
which, so
so the
um
link just disappeared now. So now there's no link. Whatever we just did, there's no more highlight. There's nothing here.
go up to the undo. Can you undo or control Z?
Mm-hmm.
There you
There we
go.
go.
But
Okay,
Yep.
yeah,
So
it
it
so
was
it's
looks
all
like
good to
it's set.
go.
it was
I
already
must have
right.
done it then. Yeah, it was a long weekend. There was a lot of work on this, so I wasn't sure if I actually got it to go right. So that you're saying it looks like it should be right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me
That all
see
looks good.
this. I'll go and change my form. There's a lot of people that have already signed up, but I'll go change my form and put in a last name. The reason I didn't put in a last name is because of what Blue showed us when we were doing it, that you just capture first name and email. So
Right.
that's all I did, but I will go ahead and put in last name as well. So, okay.
Yeah.
That
Um. So you should be good now. That all looks good. So it was
Thank you.
basically there was just a bit of a weirdness in that creating contact. It was pointing back to itself. It was literally like copy from the same place I'm creating, like it was just, yeah, it's going around and around. So you're good. Well done.
Good to go. Thank you.
No worries.
All right, everybody. I will let you go. Have a great day, night,
No
whatever time you're
worries.
on. We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll finish it up. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks,
See you next
Grant.
week.
Have a good one.
All
Bye.
right. Bye-bye.